Yo, what's
Yo,
good,
what's going
everybody?
on?
Hello
We are
there.
back another week. Cloud Station TV.
Oh,
Man, and what a week it's been in
yes, it
gaming,
has.
man. Dr. Spaceman Games is here. The lovely Ray, the cyborg, is here. And BJD3MXP, man. What is going on? How has everybody been doing? And what have you guys been playing this week? If you had a
Man,
chance to play.
man, let me tell you something, guys. What's up, Kevin? I love you, brother.
You seen that, Ray?
Oh yeah, hey, man. Let me tell you something. Name a price. Name a price, man. Name a price. I'll send you the money. Because I love my cyborgs. What's up, SPG? What's going on? Thank you, man. It's my fisherman's hat. Let me tell you something, people. Scarlet Nexus. Get that. I'm like obsessed with that game. That is probably one of my favorite Japanese role-playing games. I'm obsessed. Don't tell my wife. I probably wasn't even supposed to buy that game, and I said the hell with it. I went and got it anyway. It is beautiful on the PS5. I know it's out on the Xbox Series X, but it is beautiful on the PS5. Graphics, the story, that's what I'm playing. I'm telling you, JD, Dr. Spaceman, that's something you need in your
look here, Ray, man. Look,
There's a demo for it, right?
I downloaded the demo.
Oh no.
Yeah,
The demo don't do it justice. The demo don't do it justice.
Yeah, and I just downloaded it just so I can put it through his paces because, like you know, I'm probably have to wait to the next one come and copy it. But yeah, I downloaded that, and it's okay. Like the graphics is dope though. Like,
all right, I'm like, because I did the demo as well, and I was like, And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna get the game. And then I played the game. The story, folks, is amazing. I'm already right now getting it. Like there's twists and turns of the story. The powers is what's really good. I mean, the main character, he has the power not only to use his powers by, like, if there's a monster on the screen, you can actually like use your powers to like pick up a car and throw it at a character or any weapons around. But not only do you use your powers, but your teams that you're with, hey man, let me teleport through this wall, let me use your firepower, let me use your ice power. You can use all those powers plus getting weapons and upgrading your medicines and your potions, not just you, but you can also heal all your players around you. But the techniques and trying to figure out how to beat the bosses and the monsters on the game, I'm just, holy cow. I love the game. I know a lot of people are like, but me personally, I love it.
Right.
Does it feel like a bit like Final Fantasy 15 or
let me tell you, that's what I get when I play that. Except for, I would have to say Final Fantasy 15 is just beautiful. All the fun, just graphic wise, it's just beautiful. It ain't even comes close to the animation of a Final Fantasy game. But this game, you still, I mean, when I'm running on the sidewalk, there's rain and puddles of water. You can actually see the reflections of the puddle, and you can splash the water. It's like, how can I explain it? You got a little bit of the animation graphics plus the 3D environment. It is a hell of a game, folks. But me, guys, I mean, if you don't want to pay the $60 for it and you want to wait till it comes out on sale, that I would say is probably wait, because $60, it's a little steep for an animation RPG. But hey, I had to get it, and I love it.
The aesthetics reminds me of Astral Chain on the Switch.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody remember that.
Yes.
Game, but that's what it reminded. That's the vibe that I got when I was playing through the demo. It was like, oh man, this reminds me of Astral.
I got a friend that loves that game.
Yeah,
my daughter. Hello, my friend. My daughter. Yeah, she's a Nintendo bot.
Yeah. Nintendo
that's awesome.
That's good, man. Mr. Byron, what's up? Unitrix, what's up? Choose Gaming. Welcome. Stadia Pro Gaming. What's up?
Kevin, William, nice to see you guys, and Unitrix,
Yeah.
Paul. So yeah, I finally got my platinum in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Yeah.
It was just a question of time, like just putting the time in. Like I could have gotten it a while ago,
How'd
but
you do it?
huh?
Hey, man.
How'd you put in the time with the baby and all, man? You just babies do sleep. You got to get that gaming in.
Yeah, one arm like this.
Oh, that's awesome. So I was able to unlock that earlier today, and so it's actually not that long to unlock the platinum in this game if you know where to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely.
some of these-
Especially go to the Coliseum.
I'm a bronze guy. I don't know nothing about them platinum, man. I'm bronze.
I actually don't have that many platinum. I've got 5 of them. And that's my 5th one.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll get the double digits. Someday.
One day.
Oh, you will, Dr. Spaceman.
Yeah,
Get it?
Got this.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Dr. Spaceman getting things, he won the Game Over show on Ryzet.
Come on. Was there any look? No disrespect. You know, I love Meg to death, but you know, I voted, and Meg, don't kill me, but I did vote for Dr. Spaceman. I told everybody Dr. Spaceman would win.
It was a close one though. It was down to the last question.
It was. You were scaring me, but I knew you was gonna come through.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah. Go watch that if you guys get a chance and haven't seen that, man.
Awesome. On Ryzak's channel, definitely awesome show, awesome guy. Subscribe to Ryzak.
Yeah,
he's an amazing guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Had to save
we got Jeff G in the chat.
Jeff's in here. Oh my goodness.
Good
evening, console lovers.
Hey.
Whatever, man. Jeff,
my fellow Canadian.
Oh, hey Jeff. How speaking of how's Montreal doing right now? Ooh, getting that ass whipped by Tampa. Lightning gonna strike again, brothers.
Oh man.
Who hit this dislike button?
It's
probably Anthony.
Show yourself as Mike. Yet.
It's probably one person in that. Yeah.
So yeah, I've been playing a tiny bit Ratchet and Clank. I've been daddying quite a bit, but also there's something else that came out this week.
Yes.
Something that's not PlayStation. And we're talking about Xbox Cloud Gaming, that they finally did their upgrade to the Series X, which Phil Spencer has been boasting for a while, and we know how the industry is. They'll say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. And we see every companies do it. And it's always like, okay, like they promised this much, and we actually get this much 3 years later than it was supposed to. And God damn it, he gave it all to us in the last few weeks.
They sure did, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good time to be a gamer. God.
I'm really on my ass.
Good job for Xbox, man.
Damn it. Screw that. PlayStation, what the hell are you doing? Sitting on the sideline. Get your ass up, man. Come on now.
Oh, man.
So,
yeah.
Go ahead, Ray. JD.
Man. So, what I've been playing this week's, man, I think real quick. So I had the demo for Scarlet Nexus. We were just talking about that. The demo for Neo: The World Ends With You, which is pretty awesome. The sequel to The World Ends With You. What's that? Game Boy Advance it came out on, or
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. So I'm liking that. Played a little bit of COD this weekend with the Waypoint crew on Sunday, and that was pretty fun because Rick couldn't get his vest on, but he was able to shoot people out of the helicopter. So that was pretty good. And then what else did I play? Was that it? Was that anything else that I played? Yeah, I think that was it. I think those were the 3 games I got a chance to sit down with. Oh no, but actually I ran through PS Now and I ran through a couple of games real quick. Shadow of the Beast, which was okay, a little side scroller, enemies coming at you on both sides, kind of, action game. Technomancer, kind of.
Ooh.
I heard about this game, never tried it.
Oh my god, you gotta try that game, man.
Yeah, it looks like there's something there in that game, man. I'm definitely gonna have to play that some more. It was a lot of systems being used, but it looks like there's something there in Technomancer. So I gave that a try, and one more game. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it reminded me of Gears. It was like, I think it was Ninja Theory or somebody made some like Gears copy of back on
the company was Ninja Theories that did it.
It was, I'm gonna have to pull it up real quick. I think it was
like Crackdown, or
it was in the same vein of Gears of War, but it had like a hitch. Instead of like you ducking, you cover and you shoot and stuff, but then they had like this female, you could throw her at enemies, like she could hop on your shoulder and you can throw them.
Wait a minute, you completely lost me about females jumping on my shoulders. You lost me there, bro.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna have to find it, man. But yeah, I was
sure it's not a weird Japanese thing where she has no panties. It's like those weird Japanese Harvard games.
She was eating up somebody's face like Melina in Mortal Kombat. Like she was kicking them in the face or whatever. The controls were kind of wonky, so I kind of put it down. But it was
it was a PS3 game.
Yeah, it was a PS3 game, and I gotta. I'm definitely about to find it out right now. It was some weird, man.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing, man. That's what I've.
Nice.
Yep. Having the baby up really brings the need to have PS Now on mobile. By the way, like I've got like a Razer Kishi, but like I can access my PS5, no problem. But I'd love to be able to access all those PS Now games like that PS3 archive and all that from my mobile without having to do an install on my PS5, which is not possible right now. So they need to announce that like stat. That's gonna come eventually. We know it. They're working on it. So
of course they are, man. Yeah. You can't have Xbox announce something and they're not going to do something.
Right.
Yeah, Sony is just preparing their show right now, and I heard. I saw on Twitter someone comment that apparently one of the PlayStation insider actually lost their job or something like that. Like they were cleared out of Sony because they're trying to get rid of all the insiders that are leaking stuff, because apparently they're working on something big and they don't want where to go out until they're ready to deliver. So Sony has something big they're about to drop, and they want it to drop hard. They don't want Xbox to know what it is. They don't want the competition to know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very secretive like that. They definitely don't want other companies to get a head up, and you kind of have to be that way nowadays if you want to gain any type of like advantage with your PR advantage.
Right.
We got Cloud Gamer 201.
Yeah,
Cloud Gamer 201 is up in the building. Welcome.
I know he's been playing another game everybody's been playing, and Ryzak owed me. He got shot. I revived his ass, took the hostage, and had to lead the hostage to the helicopter, and that was Rainbow Six Siege. I know a lot of people. It came out on Stadia today. It looks beautiful on 4K. I know a lot. That's what a lot of people playing right now in Stadia world. But shout out! Finally here, it got here.
Yeah, I brought the game today, so I'm gonna try to get that a run through.
Yeah,
can't beat that deal right now on Stadia for that game. Matter of fact, I found the game. I'm trying to bring up the video so Ray can know what I'm talking about.
Man, hold on now. You said something like women jumping on people's faces and stuff. So is it like proper for the show?
Yeah, it's proper for the show, man.
Oh my God! Speaking of it, let's go, Cloud Station, Ryzak. We just talking about you
Ooh,
earlier,
right.
Ryzak. Yep, deleted that bad boy off my PS5 now. Nice. Yeah, get that space. You can get that space now.
So what's
Let's
going
see.
on, Ryzak?
Let's share screen.
Hey, Holtz, women jumping on faces. What have I? Hey, that's JD talking like that, man. That's
Yeah, man.
JD playing games like that.
Hey,
It's
man.
another day on CloudStation TV. You know it. Oh,
See,
Tecmo.
he called it.
Oh,
He called it. Dr.
Yeah.
Spaceman said Japanese.
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Quantum theory. Oh,
That
quantum
abandoned
theory.
city.
Yes.
Another arc. Another tower to take down.
It's a bit loud. Well, can turn down volume on it.
Destroying these
volume down.
arcs is all I live for.
Yep, that
That's
way.
all I know. These arcs have killed everyone
Yeah,
I've ever fought with.
That's some Gears of War, man.
Yeah, it was Gears of War,
That's
but
Japanese.
No, come on.
Japanese version of it.
Hey, Mr. Underworld.
Yeah, now the real fight starts.
That's the woman I was talking about.
It almost looks more like a
Lost Soul.
See?
Lost
See?
Soul.
You saw that? You saw that?
like Outrider.
Go back. That was for you, right?
Yeah, let me see.
Sorry.
That's the deal.
It's dead, right?
Right here.
Oh, damn. All right. Lord. So you can throw the girl, right?
Yeah, you can throw the girl. Alright, she'll cut him up, man. But yeah, that was Quantum.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Urban World. Hola, hello, ni hao, konbanwa, we get. I'm not able to read that word. Anyang?
Let's
To
see.
everyone in the chat.
Appreciate you guys all.
Yeah, Mr. Urban World, what's up? Saying
Yeah,
hello
thanks,
to
everyone, for
everybody in
showing
the
up.
chat, man. Thank you for showing up. Holtz in the building. Yeah, so
Yeah, that it almost feels like Gears of War mixed with Outriders, like what would have maybe become eventually Outriders, and a tiny bit of like Final Fantasy style or more gothical.
And you said that's in PlayStation Now?
yeah, that's in PS now.
PS Now? Okay.
Yeah.
I will go check that out.
Yeah.
But speaking of Gears of War, you guys know there was a version of it on PS3, right? That was never released.
I heard of that.
A concept Gears of War they made, like the Xbox 360 version would have never ran on a PS3, but they built up the game back from ground up for the PS3, I think in the Unreal Engine, designed for the PS3, and they were thinking about releasing it, and apparently Microsoft went like, no, we're going to keep it exclusive for us. But there is in the wild somewhere someone has a copy of the PlayStation 3 version of Gears of War.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me grab my pile over here. Hold on. I might.
And if anybody thinks,
Ray with all of his collection.
Might have it.
I don't want to get copyrighted, but
Epic
hey, if
Games
anybody
actually
was
made
doubting,
a working version of Gears of War 3. Epic Games actually made a working
Gears of
version
War
of Gears
3s.
of War 3 for
Yeah.
PS3.
it's-
3 for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
oh yeah, you can go
Whole
watch
different
that video.
engine.
Yeah,
They
you can go-
remade the
Because
whole
Gears has been-
thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not the same engine as the Xbox 360 version. It's a whole new engine.
Yeah.
They remade the game from the grounds up for the PlayStation 3.
So yeah, that would have been pretty. Man, I wonder where Gears would be if that would have happened, man. Like that was on PS3. That's crazy.
It could have been just to backward engineer what the PS3 is capable of with their own tech to understand more what people are doing, like the PS3 exclusives, why they were so good. Because it's been a constant that PlayStation, their exclusives game, have always been in front of everything else on the market, like way prettier and all that. So it could have been like a method they had, like they got a studio, they got a PS3. It's like, okay, take that game, make it for that console, and try to understand why these exclusives look better than our games, and try to bring that knowledge in for your future games. It could have been just for that.
Yeah. Could have been. Could have been. I know they had a falling out. What is that? What's the guy name that was the head of Epic Studios?
Talking about Cliffy B.
Yeah, Cliffy
I
B.
met Cliffy. He was actually really, really nice guy when I met him. That was at a Xbox 360 launch party, and got to see Gears of War for the first time. And holy cow, that was epic with him there and seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, man. Oh man, we got some news for you guys today, man.
Thick news.
You know how we do.
As always.
Yes.
First off the list, man, Insomniac is hiring. Dr. Spaceman got the platinum, and then they was like, we need to hire some more people to make another game for them.
Yeah,
so
they need to bring me a challenge.
pretty much.
Speaking of, Sunset Overdrive is on Game Pass.
I wonder when that's going to make its way over to PlayStation, since they have the IP.
Possibly this year. That's the rumor.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're remastering it on the PS5, and they're doing a sequel.
Nice.
That's what the rumors are.
That sequel should have been came out, man. But hey.
Yep. Hey man, at least we're finally getting it. Thanks to Sony, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, man, Insomniac is hiring. They got 5 new job openings for a multiplayer project that they're working on. So Sony's been saying that they're gonna work on some genres that they're not necessarily doing, and multiplayer is one, and we already know they got titles, a lot of multiplayer projects in the works for the PS5. So yeah, this is another piece of that pie.
We're seeing a constant that every studio is doing multiplayers. I don't know if you guys remember. I've been talking about this. I feel like they're gonna bring back PlayStation Home, and like this is all like reaching out, like speculation. But all those multiplayer projects, maybe it'll tie into PlayStation Home in some form. That would be amazing. Just make your PlayStation Home avatar in all those multiplayer games. You use your very own same avatar for all of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? Homes would be awesome, man. But you know what? I want to hear some games. I don't hear about. I would love Homes, but right now, man, I need to hear what's the games. What are the games? Like,
they have a lot planned. They have a lot.
Yeah. I think Ryza said that you say Epic and Gears of War. They're coalition now, but I think it was Epic before they changed over to coalition.
Oh no! So what we were talking about earlier, the PlayStation 3 version of Gears of War, that it was using another engine. I think it was the Unreal Engine or something like that.
Okay.
It's not the same engine as what they had on the Xbox, but they pretty much reverse engineered the PS3 by porting Gears of War on it, and that's my theory about it. They wanted to understand the PlayStation 3 to understand what was going on, why were the exclusives looking so good, so they went to an engine that they knew was awesome for the PlayStation 3 and remade one of their games on it to understand what was clicking in the console to bring that quality over to the Xbox. That's my feel behind it. Yeah, we just went on that subject out of nowhere.
Apologies. I was bringing up a game that looks similar to Gears. That's how we got to that subject.
Yeah, it's a very long string of subjects
of unfortunate events that led to us talking about Gears.
Gears on the PlayStation.
Exactly.
Made for the PlayStation. You spent a lot of time playing bowling in home. Home was amazing, but if they can bring like PS5 quality games, like add the same amount of quality as Ratchet and Clank that just came out, like
Right.
with ray tracing and all that, but with your home avatar, so you never have to go back into character creation. You always have your character that looks like what you want it to be, and you go from games to games. Like you go in the Last of Us universe, for example, where you're gonna make like the next one is a multiplayer games apparently that they're building. So you make your own character, you loot, you get all kind of stuff. Well, wouldn't it be awesome that you don't even need to create your character, you just use your home character,
Ray, man.
and while you're playing the actual
Rise X
game,
Monk, he's blowing me up, man. I got to tell her not tonight.
Ray getting those booty calls. Doctor, when are we getting a Xenogears remake for next gen?
Cloudy with a chance of booty.
That game? Oh, that would be
Crazy.
awesome.
You guys are crazy.
Give me that or Gran Turismo, and I'm buying a PS5.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that game is underrated. Not enough people know about this game.
Yeah.
Xenogears.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Yeah, I
I got
haven't
the
played it.
greatest hit edition, not the black label. But this game is amazing.
Yeah, they need to put that on PlayStation now. Stop messing.
I have it on my PlayStation Vita as part of the PlayStation Classics.
Nice.
So-
And but yeah, and also with Insomniac, they also did a patch update for Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, it's still 60 frames per second, but it runs at 120 hertz. So if you have a monitor that runs at 120 hertz, what happens? You get a lower latency with it. So it actually syncs up with your 120 hertz monitor. So you're getting 120 frame per second, but it's actually generating 60 frame per second. So basically, what they did is they made it to run with a higher frame rate monitor. So yeah, you have a lower latency, so
Nice.
it's just better altogether.
The next gear
Nice,
game
nice.
is
Next-
a waster made by Playground. Oh man, look at this already capping.
Here's
Welcome to the chat, Rodella, man. It's nice to have you here, man. All the
oh
time.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Rodella?
Holt said I had some issues with 120 hertz, so gotta check that update.
Oh really?
And,
I don't know. My PS5 is connected to a 4K 60 TV, so
yeah, I have none of that
Reading.
good stuff yet, so I can't test none of that out. I don't know, but yeah. So, man, if you got Ratchet and Clank on PS5, they go grab that update so you can be gaming at 120 hertz.
And also the fidelity mode that was earlier at 30 frame per second just got upgraded to 40 hertz,
Wow.
40 frame per second now.
Oh, nice.
So that's actually interesting. So you can get 4K with ray tracing at 40 frame per second instead of 30. So it's a tiny bit more fluid, closer to the 60 frame per second.
Nice.
So that's a lot of extra power they're pulling there.
Oh yeah, and they
Gotcha.
said it was just the tip of the iceberg. So
Gotcha. I'm going to try and order that Gears of War PS3 on eBay.
You're
Yeah.
looking for it?
he's looking for it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Might have to go through the unofficial channels, which will not be named.
I'm looking. There's a lot of videos on it. There's a lot of videos and a lot of people that did a lot of write up on it. That's something
Nice.
I gotta get in my collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was never meant for release. I really think it was just a reverse engineering thing to understand what's going on.
That was in 2011. 2011.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yep.
Next
So
piece of news.
Man, the next piece of news, man, Guerrilla Games has been working on a multiplayer game since 2018.
It's gonna be epic.
That
So,
is amazing.
It's gonna
What do
be
you guys
epic.
think it is?
and I hope it's
Is it a
some type
new
of
IP
kills.
or existing?
Come on, man. New IP. New IP. New IP.
I'm with JD on this one. It could be a multiplayer Killzone in a kind of a Destiny vibe, like game as a service kind of thing, but within the Killzone universe.
So what if they took Killzone and they took the Resistant and they just fused it together and made this multiplayer game?
Oh, so Guerrilla and Insomniac working together on this multiplayer game?
Yes. Yes.
That would be awesome. I wish they would do if they do like a spin-off series of like Killzone, kind of like how Apex Legends is a spin-off of Titanfall, and just make that like a multiplayer
Bro,
game.
you might be right. That's probably what they're doing, is something similar to that.
Yeah.
But to be working on it since 2018.
Three years in development right now, just about, depending on
But
when.
just a Killzone Destiny game.
Ooh, are we talking maybe 60 plus players at a time on the screen? 100?
Because it could be the game to go against Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
It could.
Because Guerrilla has been very successful lately. Like, they got a strong pass. Like, was it SOCOM or Siphon Filter they used to do? I'm not sure. I always mix them up.
I think it was
Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter.
Anyway, so they're a studio with a strong background, like they did the Killzone games and all that.
That was been Siphon Filter.
But let me one of my favorite Guerrilla games was it was called Shock something Nam. It was a Vietnam game that they did, and it was pretty. It was like maps and all kinds of stuff you had to do, and I think that was by Guerrilla. But Killzone, oh my god, Killzone is. Whew, that would be huge. That would be a huge, Killzone MMO shooter would be fire. I agree, man. I love me some Killzone, because I thought the AI was probably some of the best AI. I mean, these guys used to really spread out and hunt you down, and you can hear them talk. He went that way, and I mean, and we're talking. I'm talking PS2. I ain't even talking on the PS3. I'm talking like when the game was on the PS2.
Yeah,
but I could easily see it develop as a title to go against Halo Infinite and against Destiny 2 or whatever it becomes by then. They should just drop the 2 and just call it Destiny at this point.
You know what, Doctor? Guess what? I think I'm going to have to say I agree, because if you look at it, Killzone has been with the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, even when the PlayStation 4 came out. That was one of the launch. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, come on. You got to give us a Killzone on the PS5. So I'm going to, I think
I would love a Killzone PSVR too.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah.
At this point, you can VR pretty much any games, though.
Sony players.
Like with the tech, with the PS5 tech and the next PSVR.
You know what, Rodella? You are 100% right, bro. Because you know why, don't you? You know why? Because everybody was playing Halo. People were playing Gears. People were playing Destiny. Yep. It's like
Call of Duty.
When Killzone came out, I mean, let's keep it a buck. I mean, there was other games, multiplayer games, that just kicked its ass.
Yeah.
You know, but it was always,
by the time we got to Shadowfall, which had a great multiplayer, even Killzone 3. Killzone 3 multiplayer was really good. By the time we got to Killzone 3 and Shadowfall, like everybody was just playing everything else. They were just playing their CODs, their Battlefields.
I would call my friends up and I'm like, hey guys, anybody want to play? Man, we playing Call of Duty, man. We playing Call of Duty.
that's the thing. It's like in the past, everyone looking for multiplayer games, at least in North America, were all on Xbox because of the Xbox 360 success and how they made it easy to play online, while Sony was solely focused on stories on like the Uncharted games and Ratchet and Clank. So that was their main focus. And they did have a multiplayer environment, but the servers were not as good as what Xbox had. And by the time PS4, I thought it was COD Zombies that destroy games like Killzone multiplayers. There is that. But on PlayStation, because everyone who was looking for the multiplayer experience were mostly in the Xbox 360 environment, they transitioned over to Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 had some, but not as much. But when people transferred over from Xbox to PS4, because a lot of people went from Xbox 360 over to PS4, but they went to the titles they were familiar with, which was Destiny, Call of Duty, and Battlefield, and all those titles that were on both systems. So Killzone kind of had that going against them, that all that crowd they were able to charm to come to the system were not familiar with that shooter series. So that went strongly against them. But now Sony seems to be wanting to get more and more multiplayer games, and they're extremely popular right now. And they got all those kids playing, well, not just kids, but everyone playing Fortnite. Yeah, it's just that it's a reputation that there's a lot of kids playing that. Like all the kids in high school and preschool, all talk about Fortnite.
Thanos, who's a damn dude? Thanos
is coming to Fortnite.
This was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Dad, Thanos, come on, Dad, please. I'm like, dude, why don't you play with all the other skins and characters you already have? Man, so it was all his friends, you know, they all got the same character, and so they go and they go play. So I got him with Thanos, and now they got freaking Loki, and I'm like, Dad, they got. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm about to call Epic. Because this is they're brainwashing the kids, man. You know, there was a kid that spent $1,000. He got a hold of his dad's credit card, spent $1,000 on skins. It's
man, it's crazy out there. But with Fortnite is the juggernaut. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5, like, you know, look at the online. Look at the online.
That's the thing, though. PlayStation has a much more solid stance in the multiplayer environment, and now they're bringing all those IPs going to multiplayer.
Right.
So they're prepping something big for multiplayer.
They have good multiplayer games. We talked about Soulcom. Everybody wants that. I missed out on that. We talked about Soulcom. Talk about how great Killzone's multiplayer is. Hold on.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, we talk about how good Killzone multiplayer is. Uncharted 2 multiplayer was really good. You know,
it was fun.
The Last of Us multiplayer was pretty good. And so we talk about like these multiplayer games, but Xbox is just known for shooters, like you said, in America. When Halo, Call of Duty, all of these things are on Xbox, and that was just, you know, when you come into Sony, you're just like,
I go play adventure games.
I love SOCOM, man, but honestly, do you hear anybody like really like, oh man, SOCOM multiplayer, you know?
Right. Everybody's asking for it to be back, but a lot of people don't even know what SOCOM is.
Nope.
Okay. My 80-year-old nephew said to me, do I know who Master Chief is, as he is in Fortnite? Then he didn't know what the Halo franchise was. I just looked and what?
Yeah, it's a new generation of gamers that have no idea what these titles are, what these games are. And you're just gonna have that. Yeah.
My son says, Dad, don't blame me that you were born in the Stone Age. Damn.
Yeah.
So all of Xbox have multiplayer that big for them. Mm.
Yeah. Xbox Live, man. That's where it was at. Xbox Live.
Sony is trying to catch up, and they're making a big investment. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be very. Look, we just in the beginning stages, man. This is going to be.
Wait a minute, but don't boo-hoo. Look, Sony was more theatrics and movies and stories. You know, come on, man. Don't give up the Ghost of Tsunami and
Look, man.
all these
Ghost
God of War.
Ghost of Tsunami.
Damn it, I messed that up, didn't I?
Ghost
What
of
the hell did I
Tsushima.
just say?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
God dang it.
Ghost of
Vet-
Tsunami.
Vet came in and messed them
Vet?
up. That's what happened.
What's up?
Vet
Good to see you,
came
man.
in and not way off
That's
his
what's
game.
up. Vet came in here, man.
Oh man.
What's cool right now, and like I know the next news coming is the PSX event incoming, but Microsoft is going hard and really hard and making it easy to go into their ecosystem. They just released the Series X in the cloud, and just 2 weeks ago I tried it. Like I got like an offer, like pay $1, get 3 months of Game Pass, and I tried it again. It's like, okay, that plays like pile of dog shit. Really, like the experience was not good for me. And then keep it up, Ray, and I'll bring myself on the show. LOL. You're welcome, man. Whenever.
Yeah, miss you, Vet.
Yeah. So when I tried it, it was bad, like really bad. And I tried it like on my NVIDIA Shield with the Ethernet connected, and it was still like get like weird lines going through the screen and all kind of pixelation and all that. But now they release the browser beta,
Yeah,
with the Xbox Series X upgrade, and it plays extremely well. I tried it like in the middle of Nova Scotia, and I get very minimal latency. Like once in a while it's not too stable, but earlier I was playing and I didn't get any slowdown, any glitches or anything. So Xbox is going hard on the cloud gaming, and it's really easy to enter. Now that's putting a lot of pressure on Sony to answer back.
Yeah.
So
I third that.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to that PSX event.
Yeah.
And the name PSX hasn't been used in quite a while for an event. Like, what was it, like 2014 the last time they used it?
Wow, yeah.
It's been a
About
hot
the same
minute.
time they discontinued support for I think it's like 2016. It's when they stopped releasing new games for the PS Vita. I think like they said, okay, we're closing this. We're no longer supporting PS Vita. It's now PS4 from now on. 2017, yeah. It's about around the same time they stopped supporting the Vita, and they were going with their main console, the PS4. They were focusing on this from then on, because PSX, it was a code name for the first PlayStation when they were developing it. But then they kept that on to refer to the PlayStation ecosystem, the PlayStation environment. So every device that relates to PlayStation, they would cover during that event. So not just the main console, but the other peripherals on the side, like the handheld consoles. And now they just dropped a patent for that event to come back very soon. And so they're not just going to talk about PS5. They're going to talk about something else over there related to PlayStation, and it will be on the main stage.
Yeah. I think they got a lot of talk. They got a lot of talking to do. Everybody wants to know what's the next move in the cloud space. Everybody wants to know what's up with the VR2. Everybody wants to know what's going on with the PlayStation 5 in general, man. So it's just going to be a lot of stuff that they can show off or show what they've been working on. Even these multiplayer games, man. Like one of these multiplayer games could show up there.
Very
Absolutely.
true. I think, me personally, I just think they're going to talk about a lot of stuff for next year. I don't think you're going to see all that coming this year. And we got some third-party games I'm looking forward to playing on the PS5. And but I'm looking forward to hear what the future is for the clouds, because they're doing something. So what up?
Nimbus
Alex.
Cloud Gaming, what's
Good to
up?
see you, Alex.
Alex.
What's
So
good?
we know Sony has been working on the cloud, and they're about to drop something. They said it themselves not too long ago at that investors conference they made.
The investor minute, yeah.
Yeah, they want to get 1 billion subscriber to all the Sony environment of subscriptions, like Sony Music, Sony Movies, and Sony PlayStation. And they said, like, out of these, the number one element where it would be easy to get a lot of gain to go from their current number, which was what, like 160 million, go up to 1 billion, is the PlayStation brand with PlayStation Cloud Gaming. And we talked, like, JD found earlier when we just started the show that Sony was trying to open up PlayStation Now in India. That was supposed to be last year. I think it was November 2020 that the prior date was announced for opening in India, but because of COVID, of course, it got pushed back. So they were still planning it. They were still working on it. They already got like a lot of approbation for it. So once it goes to India, we know India is strong on mobile platforms. If they get PS Now on mobile, then they can get a lot of subscribers over there. So PlayStation cannot sleep on the cloud. They need it to reach their objectives. They should do a joke at Xbox and release.
Oh, sorry.
What was that? Oh,
I never go back to you.
and release their service as PSX, so they can just say PlayStation X cloud service.
Now let me just twist it around. What if they don't say nothing, Dr. Spaceman and JD? What if they don't? You know, I mean, I've seen the back, like once upon a time ago, I remember when PlayStation came out and was talking about games, and Xbox was talking more about entertainment and not talking about the games, and everybody then lost their mind. And now it seems like it's changed. Everything has kind of changed, and they're saying Xbox is for gamers. They know what the gamers want, and PlayStation is just sitting back and not saying anything. So, you know, I mean,
We're at a crossroad.
yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, again, I think Sony. We know Sony is pretty petty company, and I don't think that those habits have changed. They've just been more quiet. But let's just say, you know, they come out and they don't say anything, because looking at this PSX, like they said, it would be reviewed within 3 months, so it could be the end of the year if they do a show. Let's say, you know, summer comes and goes, it's December, and then they do the PSX show, and then they just talk about nothing upcoming. Yeah, that would be a blow to the brand. You know, it would be very negative towards their brand. You know, it is what it is. you can't wait that long and not say anything.
The PS5 is doing really well. It could happen that they sit on their laurels and just wait. They can afford it.
The PR would be that.
Hey, Derek's in here.
Yeah,
They can afford it, but at the same time, they can't.
Yes. Yeah.
Because so much is changing right now.
Right.
And they're still in a like time frame that people can shift around from PlayStation to Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So if Xbox keeps talking as loud as they do and showing results like we've seen with Xbox Cloud Gaming, which delivers on the promises that Phil Spencer has been doing. I couldn't believe it, but damn it, he did it. So they're doing something, and they're keeping up with their promises. Now PlayStation has to do something to bring attention back to themselves, because people aren't talking about PlayStation as much right now as they were not too long ago. PlayStation is making acquisitions, but all eyes are on Xbox because of what's going on.
There you go. That's one right there. There's one.
Yep, exactly. Diagram proving my point.
Yeah. Yeah. And can I tell you something? You know, the bots, they got Xbox guys. I mean, hey.
Oh yeah. I'm happy for you.
I mean, I do. Look, guys, I play both game. I play both systems. I'm very happy for gamers. This is great for gamers. But Sony, God damn it, say something. What you got?
We're doing a PlayStation podcast, and I told him while we were setting
up.
Yes,
he did.
Guess what I was playing? I was playing xCloud.
Yeah, he did.
I was testing it out. And to see, like, because over the last few days it was good but still unstable. And now it's a lot better today because there's not as many people playing at the same time. Servers are a lot more stable. They've been working on it. It's performing really well. Rodella's great time for gamers. Absolutely, Alex. It is an amazing time to be a gamers. And Rodella said sitting on their laurels isn't a good idea in a war of attrition. Sony loses to Microsoft every time. You all know that. Sony is in a very good place, and they're outselling Xbox 2-1 right now in terms of consoles.
They haven't lost lost a generation yet since the PlayStation 1.
No,
Sony still has plenty of laurels to sit on. They're in a very comfortable position. But if they snooze, it could be a cascading effect that within a few years wouldn't look good for them.
I tell you, man, PlayStation could be like Texas Hold'em, sitting at the table, right? And then just like Xbox at all in. Mm-hmm. And they're sitting there with the cards and they go, boom.
Royal flush.
Exactly. So
that's what I think is happening.
That's why I said PlayStation is in a very good position because they're the only console maker that's making VR, making exclusive VR games. So you get VR from Quest, you get the VR from PC, and it's already on PlayStation VR, and then they make an exclusive PlayStation VR game. So they have exclusive PlayStation VR games. Then you have PlayStation Cloud Gaming. Then you have PlayStation exclusives. Like they're in a very unique position to kind of they have all avenues of gaming kind of covered, with the exception of a handheld. But we know cloud is kind of replacing the handheld type of industry outside of like Nintendo. And so when you think about it in that way, man, PlayStation really has a lot of avenues of gaming that they are working on.
VR, folks. They're working on VR. We know that.
VR. Insomniac was pretty silent in the PS4 era, like they did the Ratchet and Clank remaster. But other than that, they haven't released a lot of game on the PS4. They actually did Sunset Overdrive on Xbox. But also, I was looking at their activity because they used to make a lot of PlayStation games. Mm-hmm. Then they kind of branched out. They did the Xbox One game. But they also did a bunch of VR games for Oculus. And they were still doing some up to lately. Mm-hmm. And until they were bought by PlayStation. So these are games that could actually go to VR. But now Sony has a AAA studio with a very high reputation that just released two of the biggest titles of the year. So Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, who have a division that's very experienced in VR games.
Yeah. All Sony has to do is when they announce a PlayStation VR 2, they can pick any one of their IPs and just say this IP is part of VR. You're not going to tell me everybody.
Final Fantasy VII Remake VR, man.
Exactly. Final Fantasy VII Remake VR. You're not going to tell me no one's going to pick up a PlayStation 5. You got to have a PlayStation 5 to run the VR. You're not going to tell me nobody's going to be like, yo, mommy, daddy.
Yeah,
get that PlayStation 5 and the VR. I gotta play God of War.
That's what the power exclusives, man. Yeah.
Bring back Dirge of Cerberus, where you play as Vincent in VR.
Ooh. Yeah.
Uncharted in VR.
Holt says they need to bring the eternal SSDs and even external storage that I can play my PS5 games off.
they need
to get more
they
storage on the
needed that.
PS5. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. They needed.
Yeah.
There is
that
an
ASAP.
expansion
Yeah.
port already on the PS5. It's just not in use right now, but it's going to be patched eventually. Anyone get a chance to play it?
I
No.
played a little bit. That's why I got it in the background. I played a little bit, but so many games right now. I'm trying to beat Ratchet and Clank, get the platinum like Dr. Spaceman, then I'll move on to that.
I'm
trying to
not
catch
even. I'm not even on the DLC, man. I am enjoying the upgrade, the beautiful, beautiful upgrade.
Yeah. And I think even Final Fantasy 15 had a VR. They had a VR on
Yep.
Yeah.
on there. So,
Noctis.
a
Noctis chapter.
the Noctis chapter.
Yeah, you had a
Yes.
VR version for it.
And what if they say Final Fantasy 16 VR slice? It's just, just different avenues, man. Maker of Chaos is in the building.
Yeah, Bloober Team, and Konami. Yeah, apparently they might be doing the that Silent Hill game that's been so rumored about that apparently Blue Box was making, but now we don't know what's going on with Blue Box.
Yeah.
They delayed their demo up to next year or the end of the year.
Yeah. Silent Hill VR. Ray. Silent Hill in VR.
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, man.
You know what? I did Resident Evil 7. Daddy was chasing me through the hallways, scaring the crap out of me. I don't know. You guys hear about the Bloober Team and Konami partnership, maker of Chaos 12.
Yeah, if they make a Silent Hill VR game, I'm gonna put like one of those hygiene like underwear that you can just toss after.
I don't know, man. I mean, Resident Evil, good Lord, that scared the crap out of me, but Silent Hill, ooh.
That game was creepy.
Yeah,
I've only played the first one. I haven't never played the ones after, but the first one, man, it scared the crap out of me.
I have a sealed Silent Hill that I have not opened up, and it's from Japan.
Wow.
Thinking about selling it on eBay, but and it's a PlayStation, it's a PS1 version.
It's probably worth more than its weight in gold, literally.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
holding on to it.
Hold on to that one. Hold tight. Oh man, speaking of holding on tight, man, Housemarque is now officially part of the PlayStation Studios.
Yup.
Ooh, congratulations to them.
I applaud that,
team.
but until not too long ago, like until they announced Returnal, I actually didn't know they were now the first party studio. Like all those Super Stardust HD games and all that they released on PlayStation, I legit thought they were first party. So good of them to make it.
Hey, Vet said to shoot him a link, he'll jump in.
All right, okay,
Shoot him a link.
Man, let's go.
Awesome.
I haven't seen him on a show in a while. So.
It'll be good to have him back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in the game.
Back in the game.
He must got some juicy information too.
I know, right?
Holt says, well, I'm not going to be a day one buyer of the new VR. I'm going to sit back and see for a few years what the developers bring.
That's what I did. That's what I did with the first VR. I didn't buy it at day one. I wait and see what was out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's a Blue Point that's been leaked by PlayStation Japan. When they announced the Housemarque acquisition, they actually put in the wrong image that said "Welcome to the PlayStation Studios family."
Check your detail.
And they retracted
it was the image. Yeah, instead it was Blue Point, and it was that same image with one extra columns. Like it's a bunch of columns of all the games with the studios that represent, and it was one extra with Demon Soul in it for Blue Point Studio.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who did the remake for Demon Soul.
Yeah, The Blue Point is a good studio, and a lot of PlayStation fans thought that Sony would be acquiring them, also because they just did so much phenomenal work remaking games. So they know the tech inside and out.
Yeah.
And so speaking of who knows something inside and out,
Oh, you son of a!
We got it
Hey,
back in the house.
Get my hero! No, See, I knew he was
Dressed
coming
for
on
the occasion. On top of that,
Dude, you got my favorite football player. That is a disgrace. You're a Redskin fan. You're not even a Niner fan.
good to see you, Vet. How's it going, man?
It's going good. Does it get a signature on it? Oh,
It does. Joe Montana.
Oh,
nice.
Joe Montana. It's kind of
You know, I couldn't help but break out the great one. And I ain't talking The Rock.
yeah, whatever. Whatever. What you been up to, man?
what has been going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just kind of relaxing. It's weird. Like I don't know the last time I was on a show. I mean, I've been out and about and bouncing in people's streams and stuff, but I don't know the last time I even streamed, let alone was on a live stream for anything. It's just been I think I just needed the break after dealing with a bunch of stuff. So
Well, good to have you back,
100%
brother.
well understood, man.
Good to have you back.
Good to have you, man. Thanks for showing up. And you just made Nimbus Cloud Gaming his day. You just made his day right there.
Well, I couldn't sit back too long
you didn't make Ray's
I know.
day.
Well, Jerry told me I should stop by, so
Whatever.
we were out cooking hot
Jerry
dogs
would
on the
never
grill.
have your back, you Redskin fan. He would never have your back.
It's good to have you on that, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Any
man.
thoughts about what we were talking about, or
I think Sony might need to make some announcements or do something a little bit. I think Xbox just kind of slapped them in the face and said everybody in the face with it. I mean,
Xbox is clearing the floor right now?
well, I've seen certain. I'll give them credit. They did announce with everything with the X Blade, the Series X, the custom blades, and all of that. But the performance is speed-wise great on certain games. It's not quite there yet.
Yep,
but I'm not going to count them out either because I've tested different games. There's still issues here and there, and you can go on Twitter. You can see all of there's plenty of people out there that have commented that there are still issues, but also you have to look at they just flipped the switch for 22 countries to say, hey, guess what? Jump on in now.
You guys remember when Stadia came out? For the first 3 days, people were asking for their access code, and it were being brought.
Why you got to bring up old stuff, man? Why you got to bring up old stuff?
I think they had the same issue though with lag and it jumping in and getting to play a game with. I think it was what was that Cyberpunk when that one released because their servers kind of just over and. But Microsoft, it's still technically beta, but I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing because their whole basis of operation is literally everything in the cloud. So they'll get through it. But I think Sony needs to start doing something. I mean, they slowly did that, but Microsoft said now we're going to take the whole cake. So they definitely need to do something.
Because right now, Microsoft, where they're at right now with the cloud. Like they got current gen, like Series X on there, so big performance. They're in the cloud right now. They're the best graphics out there. Like I'm not talking about resolution. I'm talking about graphics.
Yeah.
So they got the Series X blades available, like the RDNA 2 GPUs for their cloud games. Super fast load times, and right now when it works. You get very minimal latency. Like it's not yet like Stadia level, but it's still
anywhere,
like.
But it's.
I could see.
It's.
It is. Like Grand Theft Auto 5
before the show.
I played GTA 5 before they made the announcement, and it ran, but it still would glitch. I played it afterwards. I played it yesterday or the day before, and it ran great. I did a full game of MLB The Show, no issues whatsoever. I did a full 9 innings, and I had absolutely no issues with it compared to when I had tried it before. And it definitely, you could see it was getting there. But they definitely got nothing but keep going up. If they can get 4K going,
man,
it'll be. I mean, they'll definitely be on par with Stadia.
I streamed Code Vein, and Code Vein looked amazing. Sorry, go ahead, Doctor.
I was gonna say my feeling, like right now, if you try it out, like you'll have periods where it's glitchy and periods where it's actually doing fantastic. You cannot even tell there's latency. You have to take into account, like that was saying, they're flipping on the Switch right now in 22 countries. And there's going to be glitches, and they are glitches. But those moments where it plays fantastically, that's going to be, once they iron out all of those glitches, it's going to be the standard, the floor level of what Xbox Cloud Gaming is going to be. And they're just going to build up from then on. Like that was saying, they're going to get 4K eventually, probably. And Phil Spencer was already talking about bringing on the purchases to Xbox Cloud Gaming.
Well,
eventually.
he's bringing it to the older consoles, to the Xbox One S, the One X. So I mean, he's giving the people that can't get the new consoles or can't afford them the ability to still play the next gen games. He's going to have it built into the TVs. He's going to be having a streaming stick. I mean, they're definitely doing what they can. But like I said, like you said, when it works excellent, and it does. It was no different than when it ran perfect. It gave me the same feeling as running just as good as when I played Call of Duty on PS Now.
But before the show, I'm gonna talk about it. Like both Ben and both Ray and JD called me crazy for saying that. Just seeing Xbox Cloud Gaming work this well is making me think about selling my PS5.
But I lost his mind.
He
lost this. It ain't, look, man. It ain't goddamn good to the point you gotta give up PS5.
Was Rodella jumping for joy?
But my point for that is that seeing Xbox that committed to cloud gaming and making it work, like, me personally, playing in 1080p, I've got no problem with that. If it runs well, if I don't notice latency, that I'm able to sit in the game and just play and enjoy it, 100% going with that. Going to family's basement.
Take his PS5 from him, Vet. Take his PS5 from him.
You need his PS5 more.
Seeing Xbox get that committed to cloud gaming, making it work, and they're already talking, like, what they've done right now, like Phil Spencer has been talking about it for a while, but not for that long. And we were expecting that to happen in a lot longer than it actually did. He delivered very fast on this, and he's bringing the pressure on. Sony's going to have to answer back. And
they're going to have to do something.
In a world of cloud gaming where you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars for a console, well, you can have both your PlayStation Now, PlayStation Cloud Gaming, your Xbox Cloud Gaming, your Stadia, your Luna, your whatever you want. Bring it all in. And it's actually not costing that much. So, Doc, I agree, as I would have said, hold back on the PS5 and enjoy cloud. Well, I got my Platinum in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I wanted to get that. I wanted to try that game on the PS5. I got my Plat. So now you can come. Now you're going
to join the Xbox crowd.
Let Sony announce what they're going to do. What is their plan?
It is a big bet. I haven't taken my decision yet. I want to play some Days Gone and Ghost of Tsushima and some of these games that are not yet in the cloud. But PS Now already has some very solid titles right now, and it plays extremely well on PC. So that is also, to my point, I can already get some of the PlayStation games to run very well in the PC app. Plus, Xbox Now bringing a very solid experience. It's only a question of time. It's not a if, it's a when.
Yeah. we was on the right track, and now it's getting looked at by PlayStation. Now PlayStation just like.
All it took was that dollar trial, and they got him hooked on it,
Bruh.
But if you're a fan, if you're a fan of cloud gaming,
yeah,
I can't complain. Like, I mean, it's just the benefit of being gaming in the cloud with the amount of options. And when Sony gets their new cloud stuff up and running, whenever that may be, it's just going to make things even better. Yep. Like I can see if Sony can do what Microsoft has started to do with the new Xbox cloud gaming, or do it better, or even on the same par. Like, that's going to be where once all of those are out there, that's going to be when consoles are going to start to fade. I mean, they're not going to go away completely. That's like trying to say that PC gaming is dead, and that's never going to go away. That's been the thing since PC gaming started back, But I could see that's slowly going to start the decline of consoles.
Yeah, the days of throwing up $500-$600 for a console.
Well, just think if Xbox gets an Android, if Xbox gets a working app for their new cloud gaming stuff that can say load up on the Google TV, that gives you GeForce Now, gives you Xbox. If you get a Sony one, you literally have everything right there. Yeah. I mean, there's no point in having a console at that point unless you want it for a DVD, and I don't know anybody that still uses that or Blu-rays anymore. Everything's, Netflix. I mean, streaming service, yes, Netflix and everything else. Like, that's like, I mean, consoles are going to be phased out. It's inevitable. And I think once Sony gets their cloud stuff working to the full potential, and Microsoft does, you already have Stadia continuing to grow. You have GeForce Now that's out there. I mean, there's no sense in dropping $500 on a console anymore. I think that's going to put the nail in the coffin for GameStop.
Can you imagine the day we get a PS5 Classic? That's small power.
Damn, bro. Let me tell you, Spence, man. He did the low blow when he said the $1 3 months, and you're gonna get day and date games. Holy cow! Come on, man.
He kind of, and by flipping that switch, I mean, that was not only a shot at Sony. That's a straight shot at Google, because Google still hasn't flipped the switch on all the other countries yet. And Microsoft was just like, there you go. Everybody have access.
Xbox Cloud Gaming now has better graphics than Stadia. Not resolution, but better graphics.
Yeah.
I got until they get the 4K, Doc.
No. I'm not talking. There's resolution and there's graphics.
That's true. That's
like graphic settings.
I
getting that ray tracing and getting that high count of polygons, and
I'll give you that. But
and also very fast loading times.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Although I do like Rodella's last comment, though. That, I mean, I feel like I saw that though on the
PS5 was just almost says service out.
I think I saw that somewhere.
Yep.
Where have I seen that? Was Microsoft dropped?
Look what you done did. You're gonna have Twitter, everybody talking about Dr. Spaceman now wants to get an Xbox.
Man. You know what? Hey, at least who's the one person that is not in the chat besides Rudel's in here? God help us if somebody else were to show up and hear that.
Well,
if there was I know this guy that wears a cowboy hat all the time. If he showed up, God help us, that would be the end of this.
Oh my God!
Channel might break.
I'm not even gonna go there. He actually streamed. He streamed some.
I know.
Xbox, and then he did some Stadia, and the Gears of War game looked really good. He played.
It was frustrating initially watching him try to figure out how to go maneuver.
Well, I don't even know.
I'm yelling at my screen watching him. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna tell him. I'm like, dude, can you just not do that? Just play a game that you're familiar with and stream it,
or figure the settings out, like how to load up all the games before you go live. No one wants to see an old guy trying to understand stuff. Like, we already see that with Jeff all the time.
Oh man.
Oh,
but Oh my God. Man, keep your damn PS5, man. That's the hottest thing right now. I got friend. How did you get a PS5? Out here in California, you can't get one, man, unless
You might not even be able to play it soon once they start issuing electricity. Once they start rolling back the electric.
Hey, we had an earthquake.
Oh,
We had
I know there were so many. There were so many comments I wanted to make, but I held back. I had several images I was going to post, and most of them were pulled from like Norbert with that.
Whatever, man.
I was just going to do a water slide.
Whatever. Yeah, I saw your little meme you did. No, Doctor, please keep your PS5. Hold. See, here's the thing. Everybody's talking. Damn it, give Sony its day, okay? It's day in court to come and like, look, gamers, this is what we're doing. Now, if they don't bring it, then hey.
And I mean, if they don't, the only thing I could see if they do is they may showcase something that we've been talking about in past episodes, and that's what I could see happening.
Freak shit.
Just for a whole comment about the DualSense, I actually wore headsets while playing, so I didn't hear the noise effects.
Yeah.
If you take that off the screen. Jesus Christ!
I can't believe you could feel your mom and
family show.
Hey,
what?
Hey, I got my kids here, man. Jesus, Razak. When I come visit my mom, oh, believe me, I'll be looking you up. I know you guys probably on the same street and don't even know it.
Oh man.
Doesn't Ryzak live on the same street that there's the Epic headquarters? Something like that?
My mom lives in Cary, North Carolina, with my sisters,
so he's
my cousins, my uncles.
So he's the mole that releases all the information about Epic, huh?
Oh,
I knew I could.
Yeah, he just wanted to get closer to them to play Rocket League.
Yeah, he's in construction. I think he built some condos in Florida.
Oh, is it? It's too soon for the comment I was about to make.
No,
I was going to make one, but it's too soon for that.
Yeah, his company they build condos and buildings, so you know. But hey,
I almost made a controversial comment.
I know what you were going to say.
My prayers go out to those families, those people. Though that was tragic. That was horrible.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine. Like you looked at the rubbles, like there were bunk beds in there. All the families in there.
Did you see the damn pictures they took before the building went down? Somebody is there's gonna be a huge lawsuit, man, when they find out. Oh, look at him.
Because they were doing renovation on the building before it came down.
Keep talking, Xbox.
Yeah, apparently I jumped on Cloud Station.
Yo, it's Cloud Station TV. Yo.
Well, I saw someone jumped up there and put an X in front of it, so we don't even know what that. I didn't even know there was an X Cloud.
No, so me and my wife, we rent some condos, man. What's insured? What's fixed? When's the last time the building been checked? I mean, man, check. I might drive up and go check. Because that's a nightmare. But I'm not 12. It's our condos is on the 3rd floor, so it's not like 12 stories. But hey, still anything can happen. So you got to be prepared for that.
And it wasn't a cheap neighborhood. Like those were like
$600,000 condos.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Well, that's how they're pretty expensive out here. I know California, New York, they're expensive. Jesus. They would have found me like playing with my game system at about that time if I was in that condo. Oh, so man, it's horrible.
Yeah. So,
but not
more PlayStation news.
Yeah. Please. So PlayStation tournament are open for the summertime. It's not like unlike the Stadia summer tournament that's going on. Summer Winterthon, the PlayStation tournament open series, man. You can win some.
Stadia's got a tournament going on.
It's the summer
It's
series.
called,
It's
called
the
Friday
summer.
Night Fights.
Yeah, no. There's Friday Night Fights. There's a Mortal Kombat one, and there's the Stadia Summer one. But PlayStation have some series tournament. If you have a PlayStation, you can go right into the tournament tab in the PlayStation, and you can start signing up. So you got Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Strive, Auto Chess, Call of Duty Black Ops, FIFA, Mobile Suit Gundam, Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K21, Soul Calibur, 6, Under Night in Birth, and Warface.
Ooh.
Speaking of tournaments, we now have the new PS Plus titles for this month.
Yes.
The
I
lineup.
said
We don't
Call
have
of Duty. I said a Call of Duty game. God dang, I got the wrong one.
What's surprising though is they didn't announce anything for PS Now yet.
Yeah,
Unless I missed it.
No, they
'Cause
haven't
normally
announced.
No,
That hasn't leaked, or they haven't announced anything.
yeah, they haven't announced it yet.
I'm still
The
waiting,
leak
but
probably
the
got
point I
caught.
wanted to come to with PS Plus games and the tournament thing is that Virtua Fighter 5 Remaster is on there for a second month in a row. It's not on the big picture, but if you read the article, at the end of the article, they mentioned that they're bringing back Virtua Fighter 5 for second month in a row on PS Plus, in case someone didn't claim it the month before, which is unusual for PlayStation to do that.
Right, that's a first time for that one.
Are they preparing something big with Virtua Fighter 5, like big event, and they want as much people as possible to have claimed the title?
Let's see it.
Could be.
That'd be a pretty good tournament to use that game.
Yeah,
I mean, you always have things like Mortal Kombat and some of these other ones, but you want a good arcade fighting game. Virtua 5 is pretty good, as good as it gets.
They want everyone to have that game because it came out on the same day on PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, because it's also on PlayStation Now, and now it's for a second month in a row on PlayStation Plus. There's something going on with that game.
Shout out to Paul, because he actually did call on our show, Call of Duty 4.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Yeah, he called that last week.
Man,
Good job.
man.
I was surprised to see it. I was surprised to see that though, because isn't that part of the PlayStation Plus collection when you get a PS5?
What, the Call of Duty Black Ops?
Yep.
I don't have a PlayStation right now.
I have that game.
I gotta look, man.
Or it's Black Ops 3.
No.
Hold on.
No.
I don't
Damn,
think
I guess I am gonna have to get a next gen console.
You should buy Dr. Spaceman's. He's gone to
Well, I'm gonna need one for Madden
Is it
22.
the fourth one that's coming?
Dude,
Hold
I'm getting my Niners against Redskins, Madden 22.
Well, you already know what the outcome of that's gonna be. It ain't gonna be with this guy back here.
Oh, it's Black Ops 4.
Chase Young gonna light him up.
Then lost your mind. You and Chase Young.
You're gonna see some Chase Young lighting it up and some Fitz magic going on there.
Okay, I misread the PlayStation Plus news. I thought it was Black Ops 3 that it was on there and not Black Ops 4. I'm actually kind of happy about that news.
Yeah.
Thought it was a title I already had. It's like, isn't that part of the PlayStation Plus collection? No, it's a new game I don't have.
Yeah. Because Black Ops 3 was a part of
my mistake.
PlayStation, the regular PlayStation Plus, and they were just saying, yeah, you get PlayStation 5, that's going to be part of it.
Oh, shut up, Derek.
Derek trying to troll us.
Oh, man.
He's pulling a Rodella.
Oh. Yeah. No, I was reading. I haven't watched the trailer for the Madden NFL 22 PS5 gameplay trailer, but I saw they're detailing the new game day experience that's only only available on the next gen console. So I'm just like, well, then
every time I turn on my PS5, I play that trailer, and I'm thinking of whooping vets. You know what?
Now,
well, I did see though that. Oh, go ahead.
Something interesting on PlayStation Plus is a Plague Tale Innocence PS5 version only is part of that PlayStation Plus next month. Which, if you was paying close attention to the Xbox, their E3, they was showcasing a Plague Tale Innocence.
I did see though that they announced Wreckfest's new update adds seamless PS4 to PS5 save transfer. So the next gen version is now compatible with the last gen saves. So they apparently overhauled its system for save transfers from PS4 to PS5.
Hey, don't sleep on that WWE 2K Battlegrounds, y'all.
Yep.
Nobody wants that nonsense. We're waiting for the 2K22. Actually, I heard a lot of people are ready for Grand Theft Auto 6. You know, I mean, they just got to wait another 4 to 5 years. Because I heard that's not coming out now until 2025 at the earliest. So we'll probably see, like I said, GTA 5 or 6 will show up on the PS7.
PlayStation Plus is still getting the remaster of GTA Online at the end of the year for free. So there's at least that. And GTA Online is constantly evolving, and it's going to be the next gen version, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, well, that's what they were saying with GTA 6. It's going to have a Fortnite-like evolving map, supposedly. So, which will be interesting. So, I'm assuming that would be more for the online mode.
Ooh, nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Plague Tale, I need to try it again. I tried it a little bit on Luna, but I'm probably going to try the PS5 version.
I'm glad I waited for PS5.
Yeah, they updated the DualSense controllers.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. For the PS5
Ryzak talking about Wreckfest. Is there any soccer ball in Wreckfest? Did I miss something?
No, he likes the lawnmowers. He likes the lawnmowers and running over people. And Ryzak, man, you should get a PS5 because I would love to run your ass over with a lawnmower. You and that.
Yeah, I think they're just giving a date of 2025 to shut people up. And once it hits 2025, it's going to turn to like 2030 or something.
Right, exactly, because GTA 5 got
it's going to be
launch.
GTA 5.5.
Right, come on,
it's
man.
It's about to launch on PS5
they're probably,
this holiday season.
They're making way too
I can
much
see them
money.
just turn GTA 5 and just utilize the online mode and just a never-ending, just a constant update. We won't see GTA 6 is going to be nothing more than GTA 5's online mode.
Well, are people really going to pay again for GTA 5 on the next
PlayStation? It makes me itch and break out in Xbox logos.
Stupid.
What the hell? Come on, man. That's the craziest troll message I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's Jeff. Stadium Vet Gaming is back.
He must have heard me talking about it. I did see that Ratchet and Clank got another patch that added the 40 FPS mode for the 120 hertz. Yeah. I mean, I don't have one of those because I can't afford that. Also, I don't have a PS5, so that wouldn't do me any good.
Just buy it now, so once you get it, you have it ready to go.
I'll buy the game first.
And it's an amazing game. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I have enjoyed the heck out of it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it later. I will get it.
That dash animation is so good.
Yeah,
so good. But yeah,
no, it's a wonderful game.
Yeah,
they've pulled a very big one. And aren't there rumors that Sunset Overdrive is going to be dropping this year already? Like they'll be dropping like 3 games in a year.
Man, this is a bunch of, man, I don't know. But it could be anything.
The rumors are going crazy lately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And it's still Ratchet and Clank's anniversary year, so they still could drop some more Ratchet and Clank goodness this year, too.
I wouldn't be surprised to see as many Ratchet and Clank titles on the PS5 as we've seen on the PS3.
A special message for Jeff. Tampa Bay 1, Montreal 0.
Oh, damn.
Oh man.
Ray bringing his burn.
Yeah.
But the Habs will turn it around, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Not in 2021, y'all.
Oh man. We have rumors that Ghost of Tsushima director's cut.
Ghost of Ikishima.
Well, Ray, whatever.
Whatever.
Ray
I
said
don't know what you're
earlier.
talking about. I don't know
Ghost
what you're
Ghost
talking
of Fukushima.
Ghost of
No, but
Ikishima.
You know
there's
what?
actually
I
there's
interviewed him too. He's a cool dude.
But there was also rumors that Ghost of Ikishima, a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima or DLC, would be in the work right now. But you were saying the director's cut?
Yeah, director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima has been rated.
Mm-hmm.
So
But the PS5 version.
Yeah, PS5 version. So I hope everybody that owns Ghost of Tsushima gets a free update.
Yes, because I did buy that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gives us the PS5 version.
Yeah. And speaking of multiplayer, that game has a great multiplayer that no one's really talking about or playing.
That you can choose one of 4 type of ninjas.
Yeah, you can choose one of 4 type of ninjas. You can go in as a squad, and go through these mission areas in Ghost of Tsushima, and it's weird. It has like a story mode element to it.
Look at Rodell. Already look, another $70 resale. LOL.
Oh man. But yeah, if you have Ghost of Tsushima, PS4, PS5, if you haven't downloaded the multiplayer, it's free. It's free. So go and check it out. Definitely go check it out.
We don't got that many resales for that much.
Oh man, hilarious! And
PlayStation,
we love
oh man,
The thing is raised head to protect
Xbox
from the wildfires.
Yeah, but doesn't Xbox just buy out studios just to put their games on because they can't make their own anymore? I mean, isn't that pretty much what they've already announced, that they do better just buying out studios just to have their games under the Xbox logo? Because why would they make? What do they have that they make? Well, what do they make? I mean, besides Halo, that's a true Xbox Microsoft branded game. They got anything else besides Halo?
I got a good one. I got a good
things.
one that they cross play with themselves. Xbox cross play with PC.
That's a big
same system.
But a lot of people are talking about, Sony's buying studios, Microsoft's buying studios. It's the same, but it's not really. Sony's actually acquiring studios they've been working on with for a long time that have been doing exclusives, and they've brought them up, and they're actually acquiring them for a very good price because it's more of a agreement over time. It's like, okay, yeah, you're part of the family. Come on. But Microsoft is actually going out and buying studios that do multi-platform games. Like we talk about Bethesda, for one, who actually are still releasing like PlayStation exclusives. Like they've been selling strong on all of the systems. And there was also, what are the other ones? Anyway, there's a bunch of studios that Microsoft.
Favorite games, Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
It's on to you, Vet.
Yeah, I know he is. Hey, don't knock that game.
But there's a lot of studios that have been
try
multi-plat for a very long time that fans from all kind of different ecosystem have been bringing up their studios by supporting them, and now Microsoft snags them and making them like exclusives to the Xbox. So I 100% understand, like Bethesda, especially Microsoft, have been working with them for a very long time. They were very close one to another. It was logical if anyone was going to buy Bethesda, it was going to be Microsoft. But I can understand the frustration of some PlayStation fans and fans of other systems that now won't be able to get those games on their own system that they wanted because it's going to be Xbox exclusive. So there is a reason why everyone is frustrated. They invested in those franchises, and now it's exclusive.
Well, that's the same with all of what Microsoft
Starfield?
bought out.
What is that?
Well, it's like that's like all the games that Microsoft, like Bethesda. Do we really? I mean, in all reality, do you really think that Microsoft is going to continue to keep those games on other platforms, or is it just going to eventually stop once those license agreements dry up?
Nah, let me answer this. So it's not. Let me answer this, man. All of these companies are doing the same thing, but the difference is historically, anything can change with Xbox. But the difference is historically when Xbox brought out Rare, when they took Rare from Nintendo and they made a Perfect Dark sequel, it didn't do so hot. Even the Battletoads, the new Battletoads, I don't think it did that hot. I think the only game Rare up under Xbox successfully kind of made was Killer Instinct. And that's because that one was kind of free with the Xbox One. And so you think about Xbox buying a talented studio like Rare and putting out games that Rare owns and have a great history, and they make not so great games compared to PlayStation. When they pick up a studio, that studio knows how to make great games. Hey, exactly. And they keep putting out bangers. Like that's the difference. that's the difference right now. Until Bethesda puts out a banger up under the Xbox brand.
Starfield is an Xbox exclusive. We ain't seen Starfield, man. You saw a video. We ain't seen what it is. Okay, we haven't seen what it is. I hope Starfield is amazing. I can't wait, but we don't know what it is. We just saw a video. We haven't seen gameplay.
And to answer Holt's question, so it's different when Sony bought Insomniac? It kind of is. Yes, Insomniac did do an Xbox game, which was super successful, Sunset Overdrive. But if you look at the history of Insomniac, if you think about Insomniac, you automatically think PlayStation. They've been working with Sony for so long. All the Ratchet and Clank games. Pony Station TV.
How you gonna call me? Look, man, what have I got in my hand? Got an Xbox.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why the Xbox comes on the PlayStation podcast to brag about Xbox.
Wait, well, he probably has the wrong channel that he's confused with. I know there was another channel that was going to do PlayStation content that I think they were more about Xbox. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was Pee-wee's Playhouse or something. I don't know.
What the hell? Shut your... You know what? Who invited you back?
Sorry, Ray. I couldn't help myself.
I know.
But Dr. Spaceman is right. It is different. Insomniac has been working with PlayStation for a long time. It's not like in an exclusive manner for a long time. It's not like they've been making third-party games for everybody, and PlayStation just showed up and said, "Hey, you a third-party studio, come work with us." No, they've been making first-party games.
Is bringing up Insomniac though? Is it just because they're pissed off? They're just butthurt because it was
Overdrive, Xbox, the only title that was on Xbox, but Sunset Overdrive didn't make Insomniac. It's just a one-off they did with Xbox, and it was successful. But it happened very late.
It was a good game.
But it kind of happened very late in their existence. And it's not what brought them to what they are now. So it's really Sony that made Insomniac what it is today.
Hey, man, they got the Blood Hunt, and they got the State of Decay, and they got some, but some of those games we saw video, we didn't see actual gameplay. We don't know how they are, but
I'm sure they'll be great whenever they show up, like in the next 2 years or so.
Yeah, I mean the good thing is it's coming day and date to Game Pass, man. Good Lord.
Just to be clear, I'm totally fine with Xbox acquiring Bethesda. It's just to explain the crisis that is happening in the community. That's where it comes from.
There's some look, man. I got some diehard pony friends out here, and they feel betrayed because they love Bethesda, and now Bethesda is part of Xbox, and so a lot of people invested in it.
Well, and it's no different than all of the people that hate on Google for getting themselves involved in gaming when that was a Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo field. So
it's a lot of fanboy talk.
Yeah, and it's called game tribalism, man. Just. Mm-hmm. But I do understand what Dr. Space is saying. People like no, because Xbox, they're now going to be Xbox exclusives, and if you want to play it, you're going to have to jump on over to the Xbox, like Dr. Spaceman's doing. I mean, like
broadening.
He's just broadening his playing field. Come on now.
Yep, that's the word I was looking for.
It's no different than you being a cloud gamer, and instead of just Stadia, you do everything. You're just a cloud gamer, or what it really comes down to is you're a gamer.
Exactly.
Man, I got 4 months of Game Pass for $2 this year. I'm winning.
Yeah, and you're getting day and date, you're getting some good good third party games, some good exclusive games. That is winning.
PlayStation now at like $60 a year.
Yeah, which I mean, you can't really for what you get, what you get with PlayStation Now for an annual subscription that pays for it in itself. I mean, if you think about it. And the amount of just that catalog of games.
Just don't forget that remote play. I think remote play is getting lost in the conversation when we're talking about Game Pass and we're talking about.
I use it all the time.
PlayStation Now, remote play.
The PlayStation 5
you have the library of PS4 games, right? If you have a huge collection of these games on PS4, remote play. And it's free. It's not an extra cost. So I just think remote play just gets lost in the conversation.
I used to play while I've had the PlayStation 4. I used to play the stuff on my iPad. I paid for a different software. It was a third-party one, but it worked just the same as the Sony's version. It gave a little bit better features because it's third-party, but it did the exact same thing. So I never was tethered to my PlayStation for it. Microsoft, the Xbox has their, you can get the same stuff to do the exact same thing.
There's a big question for you, Dr. Spaceman.
But how are the devs making money if you only paid $2? They're not making much from me right now.
Forward that question over to Microsoft. They'll let you know.
Yeah. We got to see how that holds up long term. And that's
in a certain point, because game production has a certain cost, but if you keep increasing the number of people joining that Game Pass, if you have a large number of subscribers, like if you had like 100 million subscribers, you end up with a large capital that can pay for production of these games and that games. Then it doesn't become.
Does it have to go to that certain game though? So let's say if I don't know, what's a Game Pass game? I don't know. Let's just say Sea of Thieves costs like $1 million. Let's say it costs like $1 million to make, and then they say Outriders, and then they say Outriders.
It's one of the questions that Phil Spencer was asked, and he actually answered, and he himself explained that it's really confusing. Some have the what's the music service again? The Spotify model, where if people play more of that game, they're making money because that's what the studio negotiated for that game. Others have a straight up payment, like, okay, we're getting paid $400,000 for that game to be on Game Pass for like 6 months. Like if a small indie studio or whatever, they have different models for every single game. So each game is a new negotiation.
Right.
Well,
so
it's no different than it's not with gaming, but look at Netflix. I mean, how much money do they lose when they produce their own movie with, say, like someone like Will Smith, and they're spending a buttload of money. Like, I get it. They have it. It's the subscriber base because they have just such a huge subscriber base. At some point, it's going to balance itself out. If Xbox Game Pass continues to grow that subscriber base, it's gonna balance out. And it'll fit. And it may help me stop.
That's why you have Microsoft Studios.
He just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
He says once that dollar runs out, everybody's gonna be paying $15.
Yeah.
They got my 15. They got my $15, but guess what? I'm getting PC. I can play on my PC. I can play on the cloud. I can play on my Xbox.
Well, and that's the thing is they give you.
I thought microtransactions were bad. I thought microtransactions was bad.
Microtransactions. It is a fair deal, but also
but I tweeted something out earlier today that goes along. It's not similar to. Well, it probably eventually will be. But they're looking at, and they've already partnered up with EA about this, and they're looking at doing television ads in the games. They're gonna, like television style ads are going to start popping up in games.
Well, they were doing that in like NBA 2K.
Yeah.
USC
well, they're looking at more like watching a commercial on TV, like when you watch something on Fox and it's a 15, it's like a 5-minute commercial. You're going to have the same thing. But what they're looking at doing, from what I heard, is that they're going to try to say, here, you're going to watch all these different commercials and we're going to give you free stuff. If you watch so many commercials in a game, we're going to give you an exclusive add-on for that game or a loot box or whatever that you normally would have to pay for.
I could see that happen in a free version of the Game Pass. You get a free version, and every 30 minutes you got a commercial to watch, like between 2 games of Call of Duty.
Like Hulu. Hulu's good. Hulu, the non-ad, not the ad-free, but the Hulu with ads does that. You start watching a show, and you've got like at least 4 different commercials.
Yeah, and
I could totally see.
Look at Ryzak.
Yeah, Ryzak has got a good point.
Yeah, that's what they do with those. That's where they're looking at why they're looking at doing that. They said it in the article. They're looking at it because with mobile games, a lot of these mobile games, they do the same thing. That's how they make up the difference in some of the money that they may lose is ad revenue.
But that's only possible now because gaming has become so mainstream.
Right.
Back in the era of the PlayStation 1, that wouldn't, not only like the online
PlayStation 3 would never fly, I don't think. I don't know if you could get the...
Yeah.
The amount of people playing and that were invested enough in getting a subscription like that was not high enough to gather enough money to pay for good quality games. Today, it's a different game.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Game Pass. If Game Pass started, if Microsoft, and it's not, and you know that it's inevitable that it's going to happen. Especially when you realize that EA is on board with this. So, and they were basically, when I saw it, the article, it just showed an image of Madden. So I could totally see that. You played Madden, guess what? Now you got TV commercials or, they're going to be something along those lines that it's, I don't know, maybe they tie it in around the game or it's just an advertisement for xCloud or Xbox or Game Pass. Who knows what it'll be.
What I find interesting, you're bringing up EA EA Games. Seeing Ubisoft turning towards games as a service more and more, like the Division game that's going to release eventually. Apparently, it's a game as a service and not a standalone title, which I actually like the idea. Would it be possible in the future to see EA sports title go the same direction, games as a service, so that you'd no longer buy the yearly Madden 2022, Madden 2023, but instead you just play and you got microtransaction in the games?
Yeah, it always makes sense.
The company that actually was doing this whole thing with the ads, it was a TV, it was a advertising platform called Player One, owned and operated by a TV ad tech company, Simul Media. They've been testing console game ads for over a year now. And they're also coming to PC. So the tests have been successful according to the firm, and it's now signed deals with Electronic Arts and Tencent's high-res studios to put them in more games. So the ads try to offer incentives. You get to determine whether you want to watch 15-second or 30-second commercial in exchange for an in-game reward such as skins, avatars. The longer the ads, the better the benefits. And they're saying at some point they're going to be like get ads in NBA 2K and some of these other things.
Mobile phones.
Yeah, that's the point I wanted to get to. If you look at mobile, there's always those sports games. Like I'm pretty sure there's a Madden game on there.
Yeah,
it just keeps being updated.
Yeah, and they should go to that model. I'd stop paying. I stopped paying for sports games every year.
They were saying the last part of this, which is interesting, the acceleration of free-to-play games across console and PC like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Warzone, Roblox means that audiences playtime have seen explosive growth, yet the vast majority of players, over 90%, never spend money on those games.
Yeah.
And they're still making money, and it's the ads.
Fortnite made billions of dollars, folks. They're making billions.
Mm-hmm.
So it says Simul Media plans to launch in-game ads in roughly a dozen more titles by the year's end. So my guess is we'll probably see them in Madden, since they've already signed up with EA, and any other EA brand game will probably get that.
Imagine Madden going free to play on consoles with console quality. You're going to see a lot more players on there, and it's going to bring people who will want to pay that good cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, remember when Amazon Luna, when they start, I remember watching people showcase it at the very beginning. There was that brief ad, and oh my God, Twitter went up. Everybody was going up in arms like, oh, Amazon's going to start you're going to have watch ads before, but eventually you probably will. That's just the nature of the business. That's how these subscription services make their money. I mean, it's no different. It's Netflix. Movie theaters. What do you think when you go to the movie? You get there early to watch the previews and the commercials. That's what the previews are. It's just commercials for upcoming movies. So it's no different. I know when I go to the theater, I'm pissed if I'm late because I care more about the damn commercials than I do getting my snacks, because I'll sneak my own snacks in.
Stadia is advertising you on the Google TV. They're advertising you to play Stadia. Advertising you to play whatever. So
amazing that an advertising company.
Well, but see, some people, man, are just not. Some people are ready, and some people are not for change. And change up something, people are going to be up in arms and stuff like that. But everybody was up in arms about digital gaming. Now that's what it is. Now it's digital gaming. It's cloud gaming. It's the norm. So, But at the end of the day, it's about that money. It's about that money, and sometimes you gotta give to make. And these free to play games.
Chrome now, damn it.
These free to play games are killing it, man. They're killing it. They're killing it.
Yeah. There's just all types of gamers. There's people that's going to pay not to have ads. I'm the type of person that's going to pay to have as less ads as I possibly can. There's going to be people and kids
with no ads.
Yeah. I'm going to pay for no ads. YouTube Premium, no ads. You know what I'm saying?
Give me some game credits.
Yeah, you might get some game credits. I might buy something in there, but
let's say Sony or even Xbox or any of these services. What if they give you if ads become the norm as they start to what do you think about how many people would pay if they give you an option for an ad free? And your normal cost is, if it stays the same, it's $15 a month for Ultimate, but you got to pay $20 a month to get ad free, or it's $10 for Stadia Pro, and it becomes $15 to get rid of the ads.
That's why there's so many subscription models that have ads with ads and without ads, because there are going to be the people that are going to want to pay to have no ads. If you have kids, obviously the kids, they can't, unless they got some money or something, say, look, like, they're going to be stuck with right. They're going to be
kids got money saved up.
We don't have the butt set up for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay.
We don't have the butt.
It was weird when they started putting sponsors were putting logos on basketball players. I remember the diamonds the bases on baseball. I remember at one time they wanted to put ads on the bases. And
remember, but look, I can guarantee you, when you watch college football this season, there's going to be a lot more advertisements and things now that they're allowed to.
The Super Bowl is nothing but an advertisement show.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we know. I mean, Google apparently didn't realize that.
But that's the thing with free-to-play games. Like we've brought up Fortnite, we've brought up Destiny, Grand Theft Auto Online. Some people are annoyed at this because, okay, it means GTA 6 is not coming out for a while, but these games are getting a lot of support. And just like Destiny 2, which, like I mentioned earlier, we should just call it Destiny at this point because it actually got maps from the first Destiny in the game. And they just keep building on it and releasing DLC for it. Just make it Destiny. What's awesome about these games is that because they keep working on it, they release microtransaction, micro content on it.
Yeah.
They keep patching it and updating it to the latest system. Heck, GTA Online has been on is about to be on 3 different generations of consoles, and the reason why people are still buying it is because GTA Online is making it relevant by releasing new content that was not possible before. GTA Online for the PS5 and the Xbox Series is going to be a reset. You're going to start from zero. You cannot transfer what you had before because it's going to be so different, but it's still the same game. But they're upscaling everything. They're bringing new concept in the game. It's probably going to look more like Red Dead Redemption 2 evolved in GTA. So those free-to-play games, while they're not popular with everyone, they allow to have something that's constant, that keeps progressing, and it's a great experience that it's bringing to the players. So that's why we're seeing more and more of them, because they're not as much thinking of shipping a finished product, but instead shipping a experience to the players.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Right now in my Cash App and show some support.
Wow, you better off with OnlyFans, Razak.
But you're muted, Bet.
I just want to say shout out. Ray is my man.
You.
Ray is the man. God damn it, I love me some Ray so much.
1-1 for the Habs, Ray.
Yeah,
Jeff's been saying.
Yeah, whatever, Jeff. They're gonna lose.
He's talking, but she's muted. There you go.
Yeah, he's basically.
Say again.
No, I was gonna say, look at the ads. Like if somebody in the comments said, or Paul said he wasn't gonna buy games if they put ads in the full price game. It's gonna happen, and they're gonna be. I can guarantee you that everyone will say that, but they'll still buy the game. The developers, Sony, Microsoft, they all know that people will say stuff, but they will still buy the game. It's
pay $5 a month for the premium where you don't get ads. You end up at the end of the year of the price of a brand new game.
Well, I mean, people already do that, and that's the thing. People already do that with Hulu. You can do that with Peacock TV. They have an ad-free version. Discovery Plus has an ad-free one that you can do. I mean, if they do that as a model and they utilize the streaming TV services with the ad-free as their model, the basis, game streaming is going to be the same thing. You're going to have your rate, what we have now, and then you're going to have another one that's just going to end up being your ad-free version. If it's Google, it's probably somehow at some point Google's going to just lump everything into the YouTube premium style thing, but Sony, Xbox, they're all going to end up eventually doing that, where they're just going to charge you a little bit more to get rid of the ads, and people will pay it.
Derek saying, look, if there was an Xbox VR goggle, you would be all over that.
Yeah.
You'll be
but we know that's never going to happen because Microsoft has already made that announcement when the Xbox One came out, that they said that VR technology is never going to be a thing. They made that statement last generation worth of their gaming consoles, or it was the One X. I don't remember.
Or behind your screen that made your screen bigger or something.
Well, I
that
mean,
we
they
don't see,
tried
really?
something. Did they? What didn't they have like a
They had the
camera with?
HoloLens.
Well, no, I'm
HoloLens.
saying didn't Microsoft, didn't the Xbox have a camera or something? I don't remember. It was
Oh,
pretty
Kinect?
trash.
That's the Connect.
Yeah, whatever happened to that? I mean, because it wasn't really that. I mean, was it a big thing? I can't remember. But I think they
Actually,
scrapped it altogether.
I find it
I had it
interesting
on-
how.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead, Doc.
enjoyed my Connect.
I was gonna say I had it on the Xbox 360, and I actually enjoyed it.
I had
had
some
some nice
games.
I will say,
I had
you know,
some
I find it
I will
superhero
say-
games.
Hold on.
Okay,
I find
go.
I find it interesting where people are taking shots at Sony, but let it come to Xbox. Let it come to your preferred platform. It's all good.
It's gonna be the best thing ever.
It's the best thing ever. It's all good.
Although I will say though, I did prefer the Kinect over the PS3's stupid glow-wands. I was never a fan of their glow-wands.
Yeah, I did.
The PlayStation Move. That
Yeah, the
I
PlayStation
tried it.
Move
It
was-
just. I'm sorry. The glow wand was just the dumbest. That was so stupid, and that was the one thing I did not like. Was the tech was there, but if they didn't have the stupid glow stick, I would have been okay with it.
The new PSVR controller though looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did
With,
the-
with the capacitor
remote.
What
detector,
did the,
the
hey,
next
Smith,
where
what
your
did the glow
fingers are
stick look
positioned.
like, man? What did it look like?
Ray,
Oh, I got him.
well,
I got him.
I know Anthony knows what they look like.
I got one.
Hey,
out there.
Ray, this is a children's show. Put your toys away.
Man,
I couldn't help myself.
Oh man.
That ain't even
Ray
Nintendo
means
quality.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Derek is making a comment about VR goggles being uncomfortable about after 30 minutes. You have to try the PlayStation VR headset though, the one for PlayStation 4.
Which
That one was
VR
comfortable
goggles
to-
is he using?
I know. I mean,
The VR goggles were comfortable to
Well,
wear.
But VR goggles, that's a pretty broad statement. Even the Quest, I had the Quest, and that one, I had Samsung. Well, that's your problem right there.
You go.
But
That's your
That's
problem.
like people saying like I never had an Android phone and I went back to iPhone, but they had the old school Galaxy phones that don't work. That's what he did right there.
PlayStation,
That's
I
the
think,
play-
is the only ones who did it this way. They had their goggles. It wasn't resting on your eyes. It actually a helmet that rests on your forehead, and you had the display hanging in front of your eyes that you could adjust the distance. So it wasn't like
man.
blocking around your eyes and making a seal.
Yeah.
y'all crazy.
So you may or may not wear that underwear that is controlled by a Wii remote.
That is, Razak, seriously, that was not something I wanted to. That's going to be ingrained in my mind.
Eyes, my mind. Oh man, Lord.
I done burned my mind.
Why are we talking about that?
I don't
How
even
did
know
we
what
get
happened. Where the chat? What happened to this chat?
How did we get here?
You guys
Where
invited. You guys
did we
brought me
go
on the
wrong?
show.
What term?
I think it's you guys brought me on the show, and I don't know what.
It all cascaded from there.
I watched the last two shows. It was nothing like this. They were well informed. I pop up and all hell breaks loose. I blame Jerry Rice on this one. This is not me.
Whatever, man. That's blasphemy. You Redskins
I could've-
didn't have Jerry Rice behind you.
I should have gotten Mike Ditka and brought the Bears out. You know, the former Chicago Bears. They ain't gonna be Chicago much longer. They're moving.
Oh man, the last piece of news.
Thank you.
Yep, let's move on.
Demon Slayer comes to the West now, and if you don't know by now, I'm a huge Demon Slayer anime fan. So to hear that it's coming to North American shores, woohoo!
Nice.
Awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's some good news, man.
Yeah. And that's, man, and unless anybody else got some last minute news or something that popped up out of the blue.
Guys, if you guys don't know what the Demon Slayer, go check out the trailer. The trailer's awesome.
Yeah. It definitely looks really good. Like the Naruto Ninja Storm games. That's what it looks like.
So, guys, how long do you think until Sony reacts to Xbox?
I don't know if they'll say anything until their event. I think they'll wait, which may. Part of me thinks that's a bad move, but it also means that I still think they've got something big up their sleeve that they just haven't. With the amount of stuff that they've dropped, all of these things that if you connecting the dots, they've got something big planned. And I think that's what they've been leading up to is this event. And we know Sony is not going to just sit back and let Microsoft just slap them around and not do anything. I mean, if they don't produce something at their event,
Dr. Spaceman's going to give up his PS5.
Well, what it is if they don't do something big, Microsoft won. It's plain and simple. They're not. I don't know if they can come. I know they could, but it's going to take a lot of work to come back from that.
But yeah, what I was talking about the PS5 selling it is I'm thinking about doing a bet because I'm a big fan of cloud gaming. I want cloud gaming to succeed. And right now, Xbox is doing the right moves. Like they're even talking about bringing in the purchases. So I can see myself functioning with PS Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming, especially if Xbox bringing the purchases so I can go and buy back Blue Dragon from the Xbox 360. Fantastic game.
Dr. Space awesome. Will have an Xbox freezer in the background.
if he buys one, he's going to have the freezer and the fridge.
But if Sony brings the purchases to their cloud platform, plus the mobile support and all, and everything we've been talking about, then you end up being able to play Ghost of Tsushima in the cloud. You end up being able to play Days Gone and all those future titles they've been teasing, like that new studio from the guy that worked on Call of Duty and Haven, which I still think they're working on PlayStation Home. Yeah, I actually saw something. I have to find it. There's a guy that found the official logo for Haven. Hold on. If you're okay, I'll actually share my screen.
Yep. Hey, Jeff, if you're listening, 2-1, Tampa Bay 2, Montreal 1.
So apparently that's the logo for the Haven studio. And what I put in a comment, like this here, look at, I know I'm reaching right now, but look at the dimensions. Like this is literally a doorway.
No, that's the shape of Vet's head.
I was leaning more towards or is this going to be a new Pac-Man game?
That was the entryway to Playhouse.
Oh, JD must be my boy, man. Oh no, you didn't. In the damn show, man. In the damn show.
Well, I mean, hey, and that phrase goes perfect with it.
But you could easily.
I'm done. I'm muting my mic. I'm done.
But what I was saying is the dimension, you could easily overlap this logo with this logo. Like it's very similar. I still think Haven might be working on some form of PlayStation Home replacement. So
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see what time. It's gonna be interesting.
Yep. PlayStation Home, PlayStation VR. Let's go.
Yeah, screw all that. Bring PS5 games, damn it! I need some PS5 games. What are you doing?
I just copped Guilty Gear, which is a console exclusive.
We need to hear about 27 to 30 games.
Wait. Maybe they'll drop the news that they're going to get a next-gen version of Ark. Since some platforms still can't get it. It's going to be a next-gen version of PS5.
Isn't Xbox already getting Ark 2 with Vin Diesel in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comment.
I know there's a platform out there that's still waiting on it, but and everybody. I remember hearing people asking, "When do you think Ark's coming?" I said, "Same day Mafia trilogy shows up." It ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
Oh man! If they show that new Harry Potter,
They need to do something too. Damn it!
If they show that new Hogwarts Legacy, I mean that's a
Yeah.
Isn't that announced just on PlayStation and Xbox? Or did they announce that for Stadia?
Hogwarts
Is JD freezing?
No. I think it's. Honestly, I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's everything. Nice city. Yeah, man. Guilty Gear.
Platform PlayStation.
There's
Xbox One. Series and
code was found for Hogwarts Legacy and Gotham Knights.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting.
Oh, didn't notice Ryzak was leaving. See you, Ryzak.
See you
I
later.
didn't know he was in the. I didn't know he was in the chat. No, I'm just playing.
Microsoft just bought Sony. Boy, that shit. Oh my god.
That's not happening.
That'd be the end of the world. Yeah, that's about as good as Google buying out Nintendo and Sega dropping the Dreamcast too.
Oh man.
Oh, Hogwarts Legacy is not announced for Stadia, but it is announced for Google. It's coming to Android.
Well, the Hogwarts Legacy, that was leaked, they said there was code found in it. Stadia has been found in code for both Hogwarts Legacy and Gotham Knights. They didn't say that it's actually going to show up for it. So as soon as you see code for Stadia, that means it's coming to the platform. Or if it's rated, game's got to be coming to the platform because Mafia was rated and that's coming to the platform, and Ark is still coming to Stadia at some point, I think, from what I've heard. So
I think Microsoft bought Derek.
I remember. He used to be a Stadia guy. I guess Microsoft must have gotten something on him.
Apparently, Derek is free Game Pass. Okay, come on, stop the bullying.
Come on, man.
No bullying here.
Let's
keep a tiny bit of respect.
None of that going on here, man. None of that.
Yeah, we'll put you in timeout.
Ray, you should download Guilty Gear Strive.
I will download it. I'll download that.
It's up your alley.
Okay, I will get that.
It is definitely in your alley.
I ain't seen nothing.
I will get it. Yeah, I had a coworker that was just a Guilty Gear fanatic, and Persona 5. Oh my god!
Ray, are you gonna play the new Warframe game?
No, not right now, man. I had so many games.
Come on, now you could bend water in that game. It's got some water bending.
Oh my god! Okay, this game looks odd. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold. I am sold.
He already knew that.
I'm sold. He already sold me.
Yeah.
JG just wants to destroy Ray online.
Here, I'm gonna share.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you guys a link here so you can load that up. It's got a clip of the wave riding thing that's coming in that Warframe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
All I'm looking at her she's throwing some kind of water bubbles, and it looks pretty slick.
I'm looking at it.
It's in the private. My bad.
I like everybody's looking at it. The chat's just like, what the hell are you guys
I
looking
can share
at?
my screen.
I got it.
You got it?
Oh, you got it.
We're all just watching it.
I stopped sharing.
Oh,
You said you had it.
I did, but I still got it. All right.
Ray, are you okay? It looks like Jerry's trying to give you a high five there.
I found Jerry.
Give me back. He's like, give me back my helmet.
No, what Jerry's trying to do is take his hand and slap you on the back of your bald head.
Right.
Either that. No, he's just trying to get you to grab and get him out of my chat, my videos.
Sorry.
Yeah, go. Is that the one?
Oh, you have to show that you're an adult.
Oh man. Well, shit. I
That's hard
can't
to say,
see it
but
then.
you know.
We can't see it then. Darn it.
Is it too late to get in Warframe? Because I've never played none of the games.
Nah, it's not.
Right?
I played a little bit of it. Yeah, and I'm super far behind. It's easy to get into and grind up. Yeah, it's free to play.
It's very similar to Destiny 2, if I'm not mistaken, but in third person.
Yeah. And a lot better, I guess.
What's that? Tron? She looked like she got the Tron rings on her back.
Yeah, I remember having a lot of
I remember my wife did that to me one time.
She's about to do it to you right now because you're late.
I know, yeah.
Look at that.
You said you're going to be done at 7. Well, Dr. Spaceman, he just keeps talking.
All you got to do is blame. Well, Vet showed up and
Vet showed up within a very long time.
Got some booty on it. Wait a minute.
Blame it all on Derek. Blame it all on Derek.
Yeah, that shit looks.
The water, the bubble. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I would like to see like something like that, and then it take advantage of the PS5 hardware and just.
I mean, it does take advantage of the DualSense.
Yeah,
like I played
PS5.
it. I got a stream up.
Yeah, there was a PS5 patch for it.
Well, I can tell you right now, those guns and that armor looks sick. So
yeah.
Coming next week.
Coming next week, man.
Might have to check into that.
Yeah.
Might have to download it.
Yeah, definitely download it, man. Download that. Download Guilty Gear.
Gotcha.
You're never gonna see Ray again.
No, man. Right now I'm playing Scarlet. So tonight I'm playing Scarlet Nexus. And
not playing Rainbow Six on Stadia.
I've actually played earlier, and that was fun. That was really, really fun. I played last night on Luna. So
what's your thought between the two?
Between Luna
and Stadia, which one do you think was better?
I think the controls on Stadia for me in that was a lot better, and then the one on Luna is a little too quick, and it's good and it's smooth. But I thought the Stadia controller was better for me in Stadia.
Yep. All right, guys, man. I think that's gonna do it for our show.
I gotta watch Montreal get its ass kicked. Sorry,
Look, man. Thank you everybody for coming by. Ryzak, Tone in the building, Jeff in the building, Rodella, our homie, Mr. Byron, man, Paul in the building, Derek in the building, Stadia Pro Gaming.
Yeah, we have some stars in the building.
Yeah, we got some people up in here today, man.
Except for Xbox bot Derek. I'm just playing. I'm playing Derek. Love you, man. You said you shaved. Did you put that? You said you put the picture on Instagram. You shaved. I got to see that.
I didn't even recognize that. It's gonna be. That's his new nickname.
So everybody go around, tell us where we can find you at, what is going on. Vet, I'm gonna start with you. You're back in the building. Are you back? Are you back? Or are you just stopping by? What's going on?
I made it a special appearance tonight. But you guys can find me at YouTube, Vet Cloud Gaming's Twitter. I'm always out there tweeting stuff or retweeting and sharing and all that. But I'll be back for an actual live show July 12th. So nice. I'm leaving I'm going on vacation Saturday. I'm leaving at 5 a.m. to go to Tennessee. I got an 11.5-hour drive with 4 kids. So it should be fun. Or 3 kids and my wife. So it's going to be fun.
Practice on you swinging in the back, Shut up.
Don't make me turn this bus around. I'm gonna be like Chris Farley and Billy Madison.
See, I just hit the brakes and let them hit the seats in the front. They know to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'll be back for my first show back July 12th.
Awesome.
It's always good to see you around, man.
Yes, good. Thank you for jumping
Yes.
Not what Jerry Rice said.
Definitely. Hey, yo, Vet, I told you, man, you kind of wore off on me, so I got a torn ACL. So now I'm gonna have to go get knee surgery, possibly. So, yeah.
Welcome to my world.
JD wanted to be part of the club.
Yeah,
he just wanted to be part of the Cyborg Club.
Exactly.
No, the Timmy. That club.
Oh man, Ray, where can we find you at, man? What is?
Let's see. Ray3473. You can find me on Twitter. I usually post when I'm streaming. I stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights. You can also catch me Rock Reveal. Rock's on holiday, so I'll be co-hosting with John Scar on the show for the next couple of weeks while he's on holiday. And then Retro Rewind with Stadia Pro, Blake, Jeff, and myself. And that's about it, man. That's about it.
All right. Awesome. Dr. Spaceman, where can we find you at?
With everything happening
baby, right?
with
the baby catching platinum trophies, he's doing it, man.
Selling his PS5 on eBay for $2,000.
You know what? If he sold it on eBay, he's gonna make a killing off of that thing.
He's going to put it back into Xbox development with the $1 game.
But yeah, every Wednesday night, that show for a little while will be probably the only constant thing that's going to be on regular schedule. Other than that, lately I've actually gone back on Twitch a little bit. There's some Twitch, Dr. Spaceman Games, or my YouTube channel, Dr. Spaceman. You'll be able to catch me on either one or the other. So other than that, it's pretty much this show is my regular show. So CLOUDSTATIONTV.
Not to be confused with that infamous xCloud station that was brought up in the chat. I don't know who was creating that crap. They're gonna be slapped with a lawsuit, copyright infringement.
Yo. All right, man. And you can find me, JD3MXP. I'm starting to get back to my regular grooves, so you can start expecting some late night streams on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, PlayStation content, and then you can catch me here, CLOUDSTATIONTV, Waypoint Gaming podcast on Thursdays, Fridays.
Good show.
Thank you, appreciate it. Fridays, Stadia Bash Community Network, and we are doing, well, not the Stadia Bash Community Network, but I am doing a Mortal Kombat 11 tournament, pro tournament again on the Stadia community. This time, the grand prize winner, the first place winner, will win $85 for first place. Second place winner will get $25, and the third place winner will get, I think it's like $15. But
a month of Game Pass.
Yeah, a month of Game Pass. A month of Stadia Pro.
You get Arc on Stadia.
You'll get something. You'll get something on Stadia. So stay tuned for that. I think it's July 26th. Make sure you're in Mortal Kombat. Go to the Combat League menu up in there and get your points up. You need like 2,200 points to sign up for the
break out your joystick.
Yeah, man. Bring out the arcade stick. Bring out whatever.
You bring out the NES with the A and the B.
Because if you saw the last one, there's some heavy hitters.
That was brutal. I watched the last one. all of Anthony's, all that talk he had. That's all it was. That's all it was.
Fell flat.
He got put in his place.
Yeah, shout out to Hoggy Rolls for coming up and talking to me about bringing that back, man. So shout outs to him, and yeah, that's where you can find me at, man. But thank you for coming to Cloud Station TV. Enjoy your 4th of July holiday weekend.
4th of July.
Happy 4th of
Canada's
July.
Day tomorrow.
And Canada Day
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, guys.
4th anniversary for my wife and I tomorrow.
Oh, happy anniversary. Yes.
Yes.
Cheers.
Man.
Yes. Folks, don't be shooting bottle rockets at your friends. I mean,
yeah, be safe out there.
Be safe, not stupid.
Yeah. Only Vet can be stupid on the streams. All right, just let Vet do Vet. Don't copy.
Try to stay civilized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when I move back to the East Coast, I will do a lot in the summertime. I will do a live stream just setting fireworks off. We'll take a trip down to south of the border, get me some good old fireworks that you can't find anywhere else because they ain't legal.
You hear it. Be sure to catch Vet's last ever stream.
Yeah.
Yes. You know something's gonna go horribly wrong on that one.
Oh man. Oh man. Stick to Sea of Thieves, man. Nothing is gonna happen.
Nothing says nothing better to watch a live stream of some hillbilly on a tractor shooting fireworks. Down in the bayou.
That always ends up well.
Yeah.
Oh, performance simulator.
I'll make sure that shows an 8K.
Rick Tone's always joking about Stadia's getting the next version of Farming Simulator.
What's that, Farmville? Farmville 2022 on Stadia.
Right.
It's gonna be that real farm game that was on Xbox.
All right, guys, we are
getting out of
here.
control.
Just get out of control.
Man,
Have a good one.
by my wife. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.